fans are cheering for their trailblazers. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Lineup. Wiggins is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Tayshaun Prince. And it's Garnett. And it's Towns in at the center position. Now here's Turner. The pass to the Beast. Latrey. And the shot is good. The Beast's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Trailblazers. Portland on defense. It's a three-point game. A young team trying to find their place in the league can have it tough on the road, Clark, and the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In spades, 7-34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
Minnesota off to a slow start. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Read the defense perfectly on that possession.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
So it's Minnesota now. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And the dunk by Towns.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's the Beast. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now here's Wiggins. Turner with the steal. And now Portland on the break.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Wiggins passes to Towns, and he gets the bucket. Towns has got 6 points. Here's the Beast. 8 points for him. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin. But you saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
Well, guys, he told me basically he wouldn't be surprised if this game simply came down to which side is able to rebound the basketball most effectively. He said those guys over there are vacuums on the glass. We've got to have the same mindset, show that same passion for rebounding the basketball. Back to you guys.
Great, Doris. Thank you.
It's not necessarily an overlooked part of the game, but rebounding can affect everything else you do.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. Muhammad comes in for Tayshaun Prince. Here's the Beast. He dishes it to Turner. And another 3 for Portland.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Well, Portland had another strong season against the rest of the West. Ended up with a record of 31-21 in the conference, and that was good enough to earn them the 4th spot in the West.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Levine's checked in. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. He kicks to Muhammad. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Off target with his three. Portland did end up fourth in the West, as you said, Greg. You're talking about that. And their 31-21 in-conference record was the exact same as it was at the end, Clark, of the 2014 season.
Well, actually, Portland won more games in 2014 than they did last season. Ended up fourth in the conference, mostly because of how they won their division.
And so here's Portland. After the basket by Minnesota. To the left wing. And Plumlee kicks to Turner. And the rejection by Jang. And here's the break. Here's Muhammad. The 10-footer. And again, it's Minnesota.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge. Always.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's the Beast. Drills it from outside. The Beast's got 11 points.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
String music scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Here's Levine. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 9. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Davis is out there with Plumlee, and it's the Beast. Then it's Turner. And it's Gay in at the 3 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now here's Muhammad. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Tell you what, man, it looks as though the light is officially gone on for Ed Davis. I mean, he drifted around a bit over his first 5 seasons, but he made real strides last year.
Timberwolves trail by 11. And Muhammad has it in the corner. Looking for Jang. He gets it there.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Going back to Ed Davis, his rebounds, field goal percentage were way up last year. He's finally developed the strength to anchor inside, and, Greg, the skill set to convert scoring opportunities as well.
And Kevin, you can see his confidence grow. He just needs to keep at it to reach his full potential.
Here's Levine, and Muhammad gets it to go.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's the Beast. To the right side. Turner passes to the Beast. Good on the three-point shot. The Beast's got 18 points in the game.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Minnesota calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Martin's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Martin with it. Gay picks him up defensively. There's the dish to Martin. Nailed from three-point land. Martin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Portland was just fantastic at home last season. We expect that, though, of this team, Greg. 32-9. It was packed each game.
And Kevin, of that 32-win mark, how about that was the 4th best in the entire league? You don't win your division without winning at home, and Portland definitely took care of business.
Here's Levine. Portland making their last shot. Wasted no time on that one.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
13 feet away. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Levine's got 6 points. Trailblazers leading by 7. He lobs it up. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
That is just a careless. Turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Some changes for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Bjelica, and Tayshaun Prince subbed in for Muhammad.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Martin wide open. He fires. Hits it from three-point range. Martin's got 6 in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Shots. Good by Turner.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Stripped away. And they're pushing it up. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Martin with the bucket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now here's Plumlee. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That's his first foul.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Minnesota. Ball stolen. A solo fast break. Here's the Beast. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Turner with the steal. Inside, Gay dishes to Davis. Here's Turner. Minnesota with the rebound. Rubio outside. Pass to Dang. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And so that's the end of the first half. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 13. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie J. Portland was looking great right away. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10-4 run to start things off. And it was a 9-point lead for them as they finished the first quarter. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
The field goal percentage was off the Chisnarts, Ernie. Let me rewind it. The field goal percentage was off the charts, Ernie. It was well planned, well executed. They took very few bad shots, and that needs to be the focus from here on out. More smart basketball, don't try to do too much, and open the door for a comeback.
Kenny, let's get your insight on the Timberwolves.
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that higher percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. just bad basketball on a defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Andrew Wiggins, Garnett out there with Towns, then there's Tayshaun Prince, and it's Rubio in at the point guard position. And so it's Minnesota with it after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Got a piece of it. Davis kicks to Turner, lets it go from the wing, and Portland again with the bucket. Minnesota really had a rough year last season. A lot of people know that, obviously. A lot to do with their defense. They just, Greg, struggled in almost every defensive metric.
Yeah, and, you know, they struggled at times guarding the basketball, but ultimately I think the biggest issue for them was their inability to protect the rim. That's an area and a point of emphasis that has to improve for this young team.
Here's Wiggins, plenty of space. The 19-footer is on the money. Wiggins has got 6 points. Trailblazers leading by 17. Here's Turner. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
You know, with the Timberwolves and their defense, it was the league's worst in opponent field goal percentage. Also dead last in field goal percentage, which takes threes into account for the value they add. So near the bottom of the league in block shots as well. Hard to win when you're struggling in those areas.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, during that break, Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Towns. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio.
And really, overall, the defense was just very poor. The defensive field goal percentage at the rim, worst in the league last season. And you don't have to block them all, but you need to do a better job of challenging shots, something the Wolves are going to have to work on. Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And again, Portland running the court in transition, and that one's good by Gay.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Ball going up court. They grabbed their own miss. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to... call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system, and I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. For a long time, critics have gotten on Gay for his lack of efficiency, but he quieted some of those voices, Clark, last year with his play and stats.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, across the board, he made nice improvements, not only in his scoring, but also his ability to create shots for others. You've got to give him a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
The 10-footer. And Turner the bucket on the assist from Plumlee. That's now 32 points for the Profits.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Takes the three. No luck. Wiggins with some nice D.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. That's good.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for the Timberwolves. Well, Andrew Wiggins showed that he's going to be a big-time player in this league, Clark, for a long time.
And we knew Wiggins could attack the basket and create his own shot, Kevin, but I think many, and I'm included in this, were surprised at how good his jumper looks this early in his career. I mean, it's pretty reliable right now.
Here's Muhammad. Here's Dang. Plays it up and banks it in.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Feeds to Turner. Fires for three. That's good. Turner's got 16 here in the second.
And with Wiggins' game, he has a nice jumper for a player his age. As he grows in the league, he'll become more and more comfortable shooting from deep. He'll be nearly impossible to guard when he adds a consistent three-point shot.
Here's the Beast. After the basket by Minnesota, Davis sets a screen. The Beast passes to Turner. From deep. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 21.
And, you know, with Wiggins, it just isn't all about his ability to score. Showed a real knack for making the unselfish play, too. Understands how to work as a unit to create shots and gets to the right spot on the floor. His potential is unlimited.
Minnesota making some changes. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Muhammad. And Levine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Plumlee with the screen. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 8 points.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Turner from beyond the arc and then some.
Guys, you just can't imagine how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. Man, that was as sweet as honey.
And I was looking over at the opposing bench. They couldn't believe it either.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. It's the Trailblazers running away with it. And we're getting underway here. In the fourth quarter, the scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Minnesota shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. We've got Plumlee. Rudy Gay is out there with Davis. And it's the Beast. And it's Turner in at the two guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Levine. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Offline with his three. Trailblazers leading by 22. Passes it to the Beast. Poke loose. Here's Turner. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Turner's got 41.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Now the Timberwolves with it. Garnett, right side. And it's off the back rim, no good.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
Hey, Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Jumps up and finished off by Gay.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing. Flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category. Oh, it was a nice gamble, Kevin, but he just couldn't get it to go in.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. That drops. 10 points for Kevin Martin.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Here's the Beast. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And here's Portland. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Martin. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Good on the shot.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Miller dishes to Garnett. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
1:53 left in the fourth. Turner comes with the double team. Here's Garnett. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And again. And it's Portland converted.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Turner. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And finished off by Gay.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And it's Miller penetrating. And Bielitsa kicks to Miller. And it's denied. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Shot's good by Turner.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Back to Miller. It's Martin on the wing. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you, and now we get a chance to check out our Jordan play. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA.